And we are right. Finally, the game will be starting. Sorry about that. But looks like the Israeli player decided to stay for the game. He could have just taken the win without a problem here, considering there was a 15 minutes delay for the time. But kudos, we will see a lot of sportsmanship in the tournament. So, and I'm happy to see the situation we're at. To see Bon of the host of the Bonway setup for the Martel, and Bodal Orange Grove with two Desert Scavengers, and then we have Eastwatch Carpenter and Shadow Tower. So Eastwatch Carpenter will gain 1 gold this turn, so we have the Hands Tourney. That's a very interesting opener pot for the Kingdom of Summer and into Naval, so no surprise there. No surprise there. This will be one very slow and very long game. I should have. Oh, it was a Prince Doran Behest into Naval, so. Oh, yep. At least we won't see a lot of damage done to the board here on the Nightwatch board. Let me quickly look at the decks on my other side. As mentioned, no March in both decks, so cards will stick to the board. Let's see how much the Nightwatch will be able to do with 3 gold. Wait, so this is bonus? Increase the gold on your revealed summer pot by 1. Read the base gold value. Okay, so yeah. Wait, this, why is it giving money? That was quite strange. Oh well. Let it happen, so. You see Intrigue, which will intimidate the Shadow Tower Mason. Oh, here probably give it an opposed, get a little bit power on the other side, and just do a power challenge himself. Oh, we see Duoros. Makes sense, so he'll stay on the board, defend, fight. We see a practice blade post to the challenge. And a power challenge, which will be left unopposed. Get a little bit power on the faction card and then bring back for the power. Unsurprising defense here. Yep, stop the next power challenge. Oh well. Looks like the Nightwatch player is in full defense mode and never even considering the attack option. But hey, this is it what it is. Maybe he's afraid of his Viper's Eyes, which in the opponent's deck we have 2 copies of them, so. Or maybe that could be the only reason I can see to defend, to not do a power challenge here. Yeah. So next we have exchange into trading. And there is a lot of stuff here. So the watch has need to see good news. We see probably flip bottom alley, another practice blade. Brandon's gift will not be given definitely, and Grizzled Miner, Grizzled Miner. So the character will be definitely Grizzled Miner. I don't think it's a good idea to give the practice blade. So we have Grizzled Miner, I will Flavors, practice blade, and Osh's needs. Not a bad turn, not a bad turn here, and considering he'll be able to quite comfortably fill the board here. We see Dorm. Pause. I'm wondering. Give a what is that? Oof. I like this lady. I love this lady. She's amazing. A little bit expensive. Not. She's a bastard, a companion, but not a lot of useful traits on her to be able to play her in any manner. But oof, she is amazing, especially in this matchup. If the actually there is no kind of reset in the Knights of Kingdom Summer, so this will okay. I was about to say will be a pain in the ass, but looks like Raven solves that problem. We see our Raven's Marshal returning the practice blade to the deck. But the armies, they will just grow bigger and bigger. And also the no attachment is very key here. We see the WoW joining early. That's what you want to see as a Nightwatch player. Then a free Grizzled Miner, a practice blade, and then a balanced stronghold. So this is currently. I was about to say +3 strength, but looks like it's by a lot more. The challenges will be won on defense. Now let's see how this will proceed. What challenge do you do here? Intrigue? I mean, doesn't matter. Will be you see military. Okay, so this will be one without much trouble, just by the Grizzle Miner and not expenditure of any of the locations. And you get the right for the defense, right? And the Shadow Tower will stop the cost of the Bonway. Unless looks like there is no Venomous Blade in the Martel deck, so this is very favorite for the Nightwatch side, by the way. Need their challenges, so there is 10 trend there, and now you attack. Okay, good player will do an intrigue, do a power, get that power out of there. Oh, come on. There is nothing better than attacking, guys. I'm so happy we didn't end it up for us to play Nightwatch Kings of Summer, because I would have been forced to play Nightwatch Kings of Summer as the Nightwatch player of my team. Next spot will be again exchange of information, and for the Martel side, probably counting for the 1-1. 1-1 makes sense. But he'll save a little bit gold for the next turns. He's definitely going to lose a lot of challenges. So. The only problem is that the Abundant Truffles will give more and more strength, and the Princess Plants will start falling a little bit behind. You see Brandon's king showing. Is there? There is no PD. You see the watch his needs played. So H Craftsman will probably come down now. Go find for another location. We see the Polish captain joining. I heard that Aran Glazer helped the Israeli team with their deck, so I wonder how much of those decks are with his influence. And our friends can back the watch his needs. The board will go pretty, will end up being pretty wide here. Interesting, it wasn't the free bottom line wasn't triggered. We see Ariane Martel, the Raider of Desserts. He is House Dane. There will be a little bit of intimidate shenanigans here. But at this point, each of the strongholds is plus 5 strength, so almost a lost cause unless you stealth everything. The deck is not playing any version of the Viper here. The Viper that wins every challenge where other opponent's cards are with the one icon seems like very good. Or will probably be very good. Is an intrigue challenge for 11. Easy defense for a little bit more. Mm, 7 and 6 is more than 11. 13. Let's see in what of the many ways the challenge will be defended. So yep, defense for 7, bomb the strength, walking military, block the Knights of the Sun. Wait, what? Oh, it's 5 because I forgot that it's 5 builders only. Okay, yep, Knights of the Sun will not be able to do anything. Gaining gold for next turn. We see Ariane Martel bringing another desert trader into play. Military for 5, which will be easily defended again. $11. Yep, assert dominance on the defense. And looks like Neo got bored already. And we see a jump power challenge. Just use the H Craftman for defense and then do a power challenge for 9. Looks like we won't see power challenge in the return. Oh my god. I don't know what's with the mindset of builders that they cannot attack. They're very good at attack as well. So you need... Oh, it was actually... Okay, sorry, my bad. I missed this desert trader, so I was counting only 9 for the power. Yep, this makes more sense now. This makes a lot more sense now. And dominance goes to the Marteo player. We see case of Black Mason used for a practice blade. And stand. Looks like the Mateo has selected his spot, so I'm expecting to see now Morgulis or Duheris. The board is pretty high costed for this matchup, to be honest. Oh, it's Morgulis into return. Okay. Now that was an interesting choice. So you are willing to let everything die without drawing cards? That was a bold move. Uh, yep. Well, now we may have a game at our hands. Now we may have a game at our hands with the failed return. This became interesting in the sudden. And those 10 goals from the last turn will prove very useful. We see Ariane will join the fray, building one more Knights of the Sun. And let's see if the... And there's not even 5 gold on the board for the underground vaults. So let's see how much... we know there is a practice blade in hand, so there will be a military and a power item. 6 gold. I mean, yeah, we have Brandon's Gift, we have Free Bottom Alley, so they'll probably help a lot. We see our Ravens trigger. So Black Mason was just an action, yeah. So now there is only one native intrigue icon left in the deck, which is this Phone Brother. A Grizzled Miner, that will be for 1, triggering Brandon's Gift. Those Shadow Tower Masons. Where is a good Venomous Blade when you need it? But with the possibility of those desert traders coming back from the discard pile, from the dead pile, we'll see probably a challenge push through. one way or another. A practice break. So then do you just push your rook and do a, you see the watch his needs for 8. So here the point is probably do a chump challenge with the desert trader, get one of your characters stopped, and then remove the icon that's in the way. There should be one more practice break in the hand. Interesting, we have just two builders, but they're more than enough to prove a nuisance to the field. Actually, not that bad for a few here for the natural spread after the conundrum that happened. This is one brother. Hashtag trigger the gift. Yes, where is your venomous blade when you need it? That's I think the only card in Martel that single-handedly wins this matchup. But you need to have a pot deck that allows doing this, and this pot deck doesn't. There is no march. I mean, the Harris, Morgulis are the ones that are ready, because whatever sticks on the board will stick on the board for quite some time. Else you have to always spend the gold with Ariane. Or, yeah, with Ariane. Which is a 8 gold a turn. Quite on the expensive side of things. It's a military challenge, yep. As expected. It will be defended, and this will block Ariane probably from doing whatever it is. Still, there could be an intrigue icon in the hand. Military is one. The triggering for the intrigue icon. And now there are two intrigue icons. So yep, it doesn't matter which one you're going to stop now. And now Ariane will do the intrigue challenge to near the wall. It's a Dawn trigger. I don't think there are any other ways of killing the desert traders. But unfortunately only one gold left, so not enough strength for a Donald game. Put a little bit of a clock. Yep. Intrigue. On the post. Whoa. Unfortunately no claim. But hey, we pushed one of the challenges through. Is there Howler in the deck? And it's only 2 copies of Howler. It's a very interesting. There's also recruit from the dungeons in the decks. In the deck, another interesting decision and also highly debated card. If it should be there or not. And we see a power challenge. It should be easily defended as well. Only opposed. I mean, probably should pump the friend here. That is renown, my friend. Why are you giving him renown? We see the abundant hold not used in any shape or form. And dominance goes to the Nightwish player. So 4 to 6 currently. I can do this actually, I forgot. There isn't towering attachment mountains. Although I expect the occasion to go to the side, but we don't care about those. What happened? Wait a minute. What is this and why that happened? Um, Give Costco into a Game of Thrones. Looks like the first challenge, I mean, isn't that blocking you in a way? Let's see who is right. So, interesting enough, moved a card from their draw deck to their hand. Why? I don't know why this happened and no one, the players addressed it. I don't have the rights to be authority or something in the matter, so nothing I can do here, but we see Iowa Flavors shuffling Dwarus. That should have happened in the what phase, so you get the chance to draw him, but looks like he's probably in the hand by now, so we see a lot of occasions gaining to gold. No, would have done a terrible thing for a second. We see the bottom are triggered for a Eastwatch Carpenter. Grid Miner, trigger the gift. This is after the Marshal? After the Marshal. The Practice Blade. Black Mason, trigger the gift. Trigger the Castle Black Mason with these two. And oof. And the intrigue icon that was promised. The god of draw himself. Look at him cooking. He's using this out of his opponent's tiers. And what? And the Howland Forest. Looks like this is the game is locked by now, considering the Murgulis is gone. And we have the Harris now that probably can come and evaluate a little bit of this bullshit, but there isn't much hope considering the backboard is set up now. We need a lot of tools, a lot of different tools, and most of them suboptimal to be able to handle this. Ooh, recastle. So now we have like 2 to 6, 7 strength pumps out of nowhere that could trigger some stuff and do miracles. But a single abundant stronghold currently is giving 8 strength. A single one. Oh. Oof, I would say. And reserve. This should have been a Night's Watch card with the reserve boost. So, and Dawn. Oh, that's a one fat recast there. There is one more Desert Trader that will give power to the board. Currently there. So this has an intrigue icon and this is the other intrigue icon only. If there is a way to circumstance that. From what I'm looking at the decks, I think there was a Dark Star in the Martel deck. Yep. So it is the non-wild Dark Star 5 cost military intrigue stealth reaction after Dark Star bypasses character using stealth. The character loses a challenge icon of your choice to the end of the phase. Unfortunately, with the Castle Black Mason on the board, Milks and Cravens are plenty. So everything that is a threat, similar to how Evaria was immediately Craven. And finishing their challenges. No surprise to no one. And then let's see if there's gonna be a big intrigue challenge here with everything or not. Yep, big intrigue challenge. Unfortunately, no core AGoT in the deck. And defense for 6, 12, 13. I mean, there are action windows here, so maybe a little bit too fast on the trigger. So currently it is 21. If I'm not mistaken, they're showing 21 to 14, and the event will give 7. So it will be So the one player can win it. The Martel player can win the challenge. My math is not wrong. Okay, we can do that. And now it's less than it's 11. So 21. And this is Shadow Tower, stopping the Knight of the Sun, probably. Most likely. Yep. And Dominance and WoW will go to the Knight player. There, no, even he calls thinking in the deck. There is a single Tears of Bliss, which probably will not be that helpful. We have a Dorn trigger. At this point, I think just to speed up my misery, I'll just trigger the Desert Trader. Give an icon. So next turn, probably do Harris. Makes a little bit more sense. And we are going to see a Knight of the Sun, Ricasso, and probably Desert Raiders stay on the board. And on this side, who knows what will stay. Definitely Hop. Definitely the Eastwatch Carpenter for Brazilian Gold. And after that, it doesn't matter. And we see Dominance, WoW, Milk of the Poppy found. We see Secret Schemes for 7. Oof. Or a better idea, just mill yourself partially. And then standing, and then again. I'm curious if he's going below reserve, trigger hop. No, wait. You have to wait for your actual action window. Also, why didn't he trigger hop? I mean, there are 5 cards there that have to be discarded. It will probably take some time. I wonder what he's looking for. I mean, obviously the Princess Pawns and Doran's games, although he is a little bit far off to win with the Doran's game. I don't know if he can roll Tricasso even more. So he has his Viper's Eyes, Howdenian Score that can be marshaled from this card pile. We see 3-finger Hop trigger, and we jump direct to the pot phase. So obviously Viper Eyes will not be useful. I wonder if he can hold off a little bit longer so he doesn't need to reset now. Oh, looks like he's done waiting. And we see exchange. So let's see what we have. We have Craven, Lay Waste. What? Oh, there is one Lay Waste in the deck. Practice Brave, Flea Bottom. So we have Lay Waste, Brandon's Gift, Practice Blade. Yep. Is there a Starfall? There is no Starfall in the deck, so Dorn could probably be gone and without any consequences. Starfall is one of the cards that could help in the matchup, but looks like maybe it's not meant to be. 1, 2, 3, 4 gold for the Eastwatch Carpenter. 5 of Ravens to shuffle what his needs. Okay, you have to trigger this in pot phase so you get the chance to draw it in the draw phase. Now you have to wait a whole turn for that card, although I'm not sure you want it. We have Milk on the Ricasso, although there's still 6 spots left, so. And we have 4 reserve with 14 cards. Oof. Wait, why 4 reserve? Oh, the Kingdom of Summer gives 1. I haven't played in ages with Kingdom of Summer. We see Builder of the Wall new nailed for a Countess Forest. First location is reduced from the Swarm Brawl. 1 more. Another spawn bro. Hashtag trigger the gift. Looks like we have to zoom out now. I did my best, but we'll have to zoom out. Powder came to the board. Deep for 3 finger. You see Craven, on Ricasso. Poor Ricasso, all the hate. Practice blade going somewhere on the mason. You see first them triggered. I wonder how wide the Martel will be able to go. You see Castle Black Mason triggering for another Craven. Unfortunately, not very good target for that Craven. And we are currently at 11 builders. Another free bottom alley found by the Edge Craftsman. Looks like that will be it. Let's quickly check the count if it's 11 again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yep, 11. So these locations plus 11 strength. You need quite a lot of Doran's game, printed pawns to be able to push something with it. The sad part is that we won't see a single challenge from the summer deck, I think now. Although they could be baited into doing challenges. Definitely. We see Circuitus for the initiative boost and a little bit more icon spread. So currently, oh, big army. That gives a little bit of leeway. Is there another one? You need one more of those. Ariane, okay. The Craven wasn't played, so maybe we'll see a big intro challenge. Time for maths. I hate maths. So there is 16 currently showing, and we have 22, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 for intrigue. 32, 33, 34. I don't think he can get to 34 intrigue power for intrigue, and that's how much currently on the board and showing. Didn't I say it's gonna be sad that he didn't do a challenge? You have so much resources here, just do a challenge, man. Power challenge. You are not losing anything in that challenge. You can easily win it probably. I don't know why. All these characters are useless. This one, this one, this one. So you can do a challenge with them without a problem. Big intrigue challenge. Oh, the army didn't went into the challenge? Oh, it's not a big intrigue challenge. Looks like here the goal is to find dormant cards as much as possible. We see defense for 7. Sorry, 18. So host will be standing, so this would probably give the dominance. Dorm trigger. I wonder which 4 cards he's going to keep after the Wii U win or the title. Next turn probably should be that the Harris to recycle at least Ricasso, so probably one is Ricasso. Then you want to keep the army on the board just because it's no attachments. And if you replay Ricasso in your second, is there something that could win the initiative? No, it's currently we have confiscation, which will probably confiscate down with the same initiative, but Kratos will win the initiative just because of the used piles, used pots. The initiative definitely goes to the Martel player. Then at least how the plan goes in my hand and in my head for you to get at least a little bit of chance. Oh, wasn't there a possibility to like force him to use more strength and tie the dominance at least? So the night watch is at 12. Time for a big reset. So Duher is definitely gonna come down. But you're losing Ariane, so I think maybe Ariane should go to the hand after the taxation phase. And then you're left with hosts, jump Ricasso, you have a Chaldean escort in the discard pile. There are shenanigans that could happen, and a big intrigue challenge will be for. We see Doran's game, the princess pawns. Wait, what? Give me a second. Tears of Fleece, we see Doran's game, princess pawn discarded, a secret schemes. So, wait, why are we in the pot phase already? What happened? I mean, I feel like Ariane should have been jumped. Or did he keep only event in his hand, which... And he decided to go first, which is another problem, because even if you recycle Ricasso, there is a milk in the hand. And, or like there will be a 90% milk in the hand. Currently no milks in the discard pile, and this is only one, so probably a few milks were drawn. I know that Raven was drawn, but also, why didn't you use the lay waste last turn? You had the gold. Get rid of Dorn or get rid of Summer Seaport to reduce the reserve. Would have been very key, because if you hit Dorn you don't lose reserve. But if you hit the Summer Seaport, he was going to lose reserve then. Which means probably the Water Gardens would have shown up for that secret schemes afterwards. 7 cards, but I mean, we see Grizzled Miter, Shadow Tower, Mason, and Howder. And we see Host of the Bone Wayne and Knights of the Sun. Normally they cannot take attachments. Let's see if this should trigger before the pot phase or not. This is what we are looking for. And confiscation hits one of the practice blades, because the Dawn was returned already to hand. And the Dawn can go the Knights of the Sun. It is a weapon, it will give them a huge strength buff. And it's not a summer pot, so no extra gold. Interesting, why did he keep Howder and not the economy giving guy? Because now you're with a lot less economy than you would like to be in a position like this. We see Nymeria, so one prime target for milk. Now the Princess Panzer are advantage. Maybe the Martel player may find a way out of this situation. The last two plots for him are counting coppers and expose duplicity. And the Nightwatch player already cycled his plot. So probably a return may show his face. There is quite some time until the Morgulis. And I feel like, is there the 5 cost shadow guy? There is no 5 cost shadow guy. Unfortunately, he's a little bit of gold short of for everything that he would like to do. And this is why you have to run more than one copy of Water Gardens in your... we see Dawn Marshal for 2, and this should be the end of the marshalling. So let's see how many milks will come down now. 6 gold from the underground vault to 10, so actually could be a very good refuel, but there are not that many native intrigue icons, so he got rid of the questionable choices made, because if the shadow tower of the castle Black Masons were in hand, you had your options now and to find what you need with all the cheap builders. But now they're not there. Also, he should have shuffled his deck in the plot phase, so not all the builders are at the bottom. We see a milk, that doesn't matter that much. I mean, it is again very likely, but all the cheap builders are now at the bottom of the deck. And Cravens and Milks, the two armies don't care about that. So we see an intrigue. Now he just has to find enough builders so he can stop a Princess Tuan's intrigue challenge for Brazilian strength. Practice Blade. Okay. I don't even know why you're playing the Practice Blade. I mean, a single Water Gardens makes a lot of difference in the matchup now. Black Mason. So here is the Mason that I was talking about. Help you find what you need. Currently we are at 6 builders, so 12 strength here. Not quite enough. So 18 is the total, and we can get 11 plus. So here is 18 only on this 19, and 11 is 20 something. 29 for that intrigue challenge. So I assume a big intrigue challenge with renown, which will give 7, 8 power. So he'll jump to 12 as well. But then what are you going to do with the rest? You're gonna get attacked for sure. This game is taking more than I was expecting, and considering it was too late, shouldn't have streamed it. I'm to bed. So this Night's Watch is third. Terrell, Martel, Baratheon, Greyjoy, builders. I have to check where all the builders decks are. Why was the defender moved back to the hand? No, this is surprising. Military for 11. Can you win this military challenge is the question. I don't think so. Two, 4, 7, 14. Even with a princess pass, you cannot win the challenge. And the host will get stopped by the Charlotte Tower now. I'm not sure why the one gold is relevant here. Probably for the what's his face? So watch his needs. There are 2 copies. There is one more in the deck, or maybe a nightmares. Maybe it was for a nightmares. I wouldn't have at this stage. Wait, what? You opened the intimidate to go through? And renown? Wait. Oh, they are not house Dane. Okay. Interesting. So if that was set for a nightmares, defend for 6. So currently not enough. 6 more 9 and 6 more, it will be 18. Action windows are all over the place. 18 and a power icon. Six. Currently is 18 to 18. But Howder can do his Howder things. To raise the strength a little bit more. Is there another princess pass? He's not interesting question, but he's not obliged to answer. Also, other people shouldn't interfere. So a lot of bad things happened here. Pay one for different spawns. At Nymeria we won't be able to attack. He was 1 gold short, he needed 1 more gold. And everything would have probably gone his way. Too bad there was no intimidate here. I was always with the impression that they are house Dane, but they are not. It's the end of the challenges, so you just now do a power challenge. Or that. I mean, I think the game could have gone in a little bit different ways. There were quite a lot of mistakes done in my eyes, or a little bit of pacing. But yeah, okay, we survived, guys. We survived the game. Yeah. So see you tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be a lot of game. My game is tomorrow. We have one more game from my colleagues, and yep. Bye bye.